Hello, and welcome to my fourth Suntup unboxing in a row. It's Suntup week, and this has some corner tape as well. So, holding that corner together, this is Johnny Got His Gun, the numbered edition. I had just received the artist edition well, actually it was just a few days ago. I was gone for the weekend, came back, I had 3 Suntup boxes on my porch. Well, they weren't on my porch, but waiting for me. And, I got the artist edition. And then, wouldn't you know, the very next day comes the numbered edition. So this is the numbered edition of Dalton Trumbo's Johnny Got His Gun, the landmark anti-war novel, published days after the armistice from World War I. Our foam-fitted packaging, very thick foam on this one. Look at that. That's a lot of foam. So please consider checking out the channel. I just unboxed the artist edition, and you can compare it to this numbered edition right here. I mentioned in the other video that the cardstock on their bookmarks is a little bit thicker. It doesn't really have that sheen to it. It's still kind of got a gloss to it, but it's an interesting, different change of cardstock. Could deal with supply chain issues. I'm not sure. Anyways, Johnny Got His Gun, the numbered edition, is here. The artist edition is still available at suntup.press. Numbered edition is sold out. The artist edition, much like other Suntup artist editions, is strictly signed by the artist, Ūla Sveikauskaite. I butchered that. I apologize, Ūla. There's a video of you saying your name on YouTube. I studied it. I failed the tests. Wow. Okay, first up, I really like the texture of this. Kind of got some little imperfections in the slipcase, but I love the texture of it. And there is a letterpress printed label on the spine of Johnny Got His Gun. To the book itself, beautiful cloth. Wow. And you have a letterpressed image, medical image, inset in the cover and on the spine again. Johnny Got His Gun, Suntup Editions. If you haven't watched the AE video, or you're unfamiliar with Johnny Got His Gun, it's the story of a soldier who in World War I is injured to the point where he has lost all of his limbs. He's lost all of his senses. He can no longer talk, can no longer smell, can no longer speak. It's just like, I guess he could hear. Yeah. Wait, no. No, he can't hear. Yeah, he can't hear because there's a moment later on he learns to communicate, and the person on the receiving end communicates back in the same methods. No, he cannot hear. All of his senses, basically the song One by Metallica, all wrapped up in novel format. It's kind of got like a shine to the end pages there. Very thick stock, though. Ūla's artwork is haunting. I mentioned that in the artist video as well. It's printed on 2 colors there. You might be able to see that on camera. Forward by Cindy Sheehan, who is an anti-war activist after her son passed away in Iraq, was killed in Iraq in 4404. So she did sign this edition. We'll get to that momentarily. Afterward, by E.L. Doctorow, author of Ragtime, which dealt with the hardships of New York in the turn of the 20th century. He passed away back in 2015, I believe was the year. So he did not sign this. If he did, I would be kind of creeped out because Suntup wasn't really working on this back in 2015 or prior. But you can get signed E.L. Doctorow books, including, I think you might even still be able to get Ragtime signed by him through Easton Press. So, they've got some copies floating around. I mentioned this in the AE video as well. I love that 2-panel artwork there. Her artwork is top-notch. And this, I'm not going to say because it does contain some spoilers later on, but I'm going to show the image and not point out the spoiler thing, unless you saw my other video, in which case I already pointed it out. So, oops. And in the back is the signature from Cindy Sheehan and Ūla Sveikauskaite, which, very artistic signature there. Very, very nice edition. I have not read, I just unboxed the artist edition, so I've not read a Suntup edition. I did not get the ARC for this one. No dust jacket, much like most of the numbered. I think all of the numbereds. Why do I have a feeling now that I said that there was like a numbered edition recently that had a dust jacket? The Butcher Boy did not have a dust jacket. I'm just like thinking on camera here, but for some reason I feel like it did, but it didn't. So no numbered edition have dust jackets. They're just gorgeous pieces of art. And it's a sold out piece of art. So you can buy on a secondary market. Beautiful, beautiful title. Glad to add it to my collection twice, technically, all within the same day. Artist edition is still available. As I mentioned in that video, if you do buy the artist edition, do not be surprised if you don't get the fancy foam packaging. He buys, I know Paul does buy extra foam for some additional orders, plus, in case some foam comes damaged. But after a while, he does start shipping them in bubble wrap. But your book will be protected because bubble wrap is king. Anyways, that is Johnny Got His Gun by Dalton Trumbo. I didn't mention in this, I put a lot more detail on Dalton Trumbo's little bio in my artist edition. So feel free to watch that. How he was a blacklisted author. He won an Oscar while doing so. He directed his own movie. Metallica bought the rights to that movie for their music video. And yeah, just, go watch that video. But thank you for watching. I do have more Suntup goodies on the way. This is the 4th in a row. Let's see if we can get 5 or 6 in a row. Let's see what happens. It all depends on the shipping queue and USPS, I suppose. But thank you very much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you around next time.